Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting episode of the wonderful Wobulous Project Zomboid. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I might be banging out 2 recordings right in the same session, which is something I very rarely do, and the reason I'm thinking about doing it doesn't mean I'm going to, depending on how long this takes and what time it is. By the time I'm done rendering and whatnot, is my brother's coming. Actually, by the time this video goes live, he's here. He's already here, and I'm probably having a really good time with him. He's coming in from New York. He's going to be spending a couple days at my apartment, and because of that, I'm not going to have as much time to record, which can be kind of scary, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to end up doing, which means I have to spend extra amount of time tonight doing that recording, which means I need to get at least 2 Project Zomboid videos done, which terrifies me, as you may expect, just because I don't usually do that, and that requires a lot of time. On top of it, I need to get some other stuff done, as today's the last episode of the Crusader Kings 2 Succession Games series, which is going back to Arumba afterward. And then after that, I would like to get up back to Papers, Please. Excuse me, as something decided to appear in my throat. I would like to get back to Papers, Please. On a regular schedule. I want to finish that game. I would like to get back to a couple of other stuff that I've been planning on getting back to, as well as diving into a couple of new ideas. I want to write the review for Gone Home. I want to get the script rocking with Dean for the next retrospective, which there's a very good chance we're going to be renaming. I don't want to call it retrospective anymore. I want something me and Dean can come up with, because though it was originally my idea and something that I wanted to produce originally, Dean has become an absolute essential part of that series. It's very much like, Total Biscuit and his editor Zook, or Angry Joe and Other Joe, as he's called, where it is a very concentrated effort. Though I may be the main voice and main opinion that you're hearing, a lot of it wouldn't be possible without Dean's editing skills and his pretty solid British humor. So I'm going to be sitting down with him come Monday, where we're going to be kind of brainstorming a couple new titles for the show, where we want something to kind of get together and figure out a name for it, where we can, both be proud of it. And I have other ideas where I want to drag him into a couple other things. I think Dean has a phenomenal amount of talent. I think he's a phenomenal editor, and he makes excellent retro reviews, something I wish I had the talent, or more particularly the time to do, so I could teach myself to edit that way. But I don't, and, because of that talent, I'm so glad I have him as my editor. Hopefully I'll be able to one day bring him on a payroll, and we'll be able to work together, and he'll be able to profit from it, and I'll be able to profit from it, and it'll just be happy profit times, really. So we'll see. I'm very excited to see where that goes and what kind of stuff we can come up with in the near future. Other than that, I've got, let's see, what other stuff do I want to bring back? Like Papers, Please. I need to finish my 7 Days to Die Early look, which is probably going to go around for another 2 to 3 more episodes before I call it. I do want to dive into the multiplayer of that afterward, and take a look at the multiplayer aspect of that game to show you guys how much fun it could be when you're playing multiplayer, but that requires some people to do that with, and I don't know anybody who has the game. Payday needs to come to a wrap. We have a few more episodes of that we want to record before we bring that to a halt, or at least a temporary halt. There's 8 nails, whoops. Oh well. And I do, with the ending of the Crusader Kings 2 Succession game, I know a lot of you are, or at least hopefully some of you that are listening to this, have come into my channel just particularly because of Crusader Kings 2, which means I may have an audience for that. And there's something I desperately want to do, either off camera or on, I'm not entirely sure, is I want to do a mega campaign, a Paradox mega campaign, where I start in 867 for Crusader Kings 2, and we go all the way into Europa Universalis, which is something that they allow you to do. Now, of course, that'll be an incredibly long series. You're looking at something like probably 100 or so episodes of that series, but as you see, that is not something that's out of the question if we maintain an everyday upload schedule for it. I don't see why it can't happen. My one concern is interest, and that drives a lot of my concerns, especially as a smaller channel like I am. Interest is paramount in producing content. If I don't have interest in the content, producing it is almost pointless, just because nobody's going to watch it. And at this point in my channel's life cycle, if you've ever heard any other YouTubers talk about it, interest is exactly what drives growth, and I need people to be interested and before I even think about it. So I don't know. I might do a couple test series or test episodes starting again. I could potentially bring my Norway series that I have up into into some sort of relevance. But because I have so many new people that came for Crusader Kings 2, starting a brand new one is probably the best bet. I will absolutely, if I decide to do that, we will be voting on where I start. We will be doing something like a straw poll that'll be open for 24 or 48 hours, and then I'll start recording from there. Now, as you're all aware, I'm not the most amazing Crusader Kings 2 player in the world, but that's what's half the fun, I think. I kind of rule things very whimsically because I'm not a very gamey person. I don't play the game to beat the numbers. I play the game to enjoy the story that's told, which is why I think I love stuff like Project Zomboid for so long, because the story that comes out of Project Zomboid is what entertains me more so than the gameplay mechanics. The gameplay mechanics allow for that story to be told, but it's that story that keeps me around. That's why I love role-playing games, but more so that's why I love games like this that have been coming out. I have the opportunity to tell a unique story that nobody else will ever encounter. You know, being able to go to that lumber mill and have that horde there that I've been able to sneak around, building the Great Wall of Mathis, having the horde maneuver around and me distracting them and pulling them and kind of manipulating them. No one will have that same experience that I have, and in those life-threatening situations that I tend to put myself into every so often, those are unique solely to me, and that is why I love that kind of stuff. So that's why I play kind of Crusader Kings 2 the way I do. I will definitely be doing some Europa Universalis 4, whether it be an impressions episode, like, hey, this is what I think of the game, or a full-on series. Again, one of my biggest problems right now is that I have a lot on my plate, but we're slowly coming to the end of that. We are slowly coming to ahead as far as that situation is concerned. I'm no longer, rather, incredibly overwhelmed with way too much stuff on my plate, where we're slowly coming to a halt on that. Now, one of the exciting things is after this, my turn with Crusader Kings 2 comes to an end, it will eventually find its way back to me, so long as the game doesn't get finished. But we still have a few hundred years of stuff to go through, so we will see that series return to me, which is kind of funny, especially for some of those people who say I'm pretty terrible at the game. I'm definitely not good at the game, but one of the earliest comments was on my first few episodes is that the Empire was going to basically fall to bits, and that didn't happen. I was able to hold that kingdom together and even expand the kingdom, maybe holding too many duchies, but I did that on purpose. A few things that made me look like a poor ruler I did on purpose, just because it helped me roleplay the character a little bit, which is what I like to do so very much. We're going to chop down a tree over here. So that's how it works. So we will see it return to me. I'll be very excited to see it. We should have an empire by the time it comes back to me, which is even more exciting. Something I so desperately tried to form. But you'll see. You'll see how it all ends. It's very exciting. Whoa, where's this guy coming from? Really? Where's this guy coming from right now? Well, I want to saw this log. It's not gonna happen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Oh god, get away. Oh my god. This is my death. This is my death. This is my death. I can't kill him. Where's he coming from? Oh god. I'm dead. I died. This is how I die. Holy shit. I'm bitten. There's no way I'm not bitten. Bitten, bleeding. Oh my god. This is how I die. Take the pills. I don't have any bandages on me. Ripping the bandages right now. Oh! I'm dead. I don't know what to say. That was one of the shittiest deaths in the world. Wow. That sucks. I died because I chopped a tree too close to the zombies. They heard me, and I had too much weight on me. Instead of dropping them, I tried to kill him because I thought I could do it. But the exhaustion, the exertion prevented me from doing the damage I thought I could do. And that's how I die. Maybe we will... Welp. We start fresh tomorrow. With potentially the forum release. I am very upset with this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.